Canvas.
Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Now! Let the boys hit the floor. Let the boys
Canvas.
hit the floor. Let the boys hit the Let the boys hit the floor. Let the boys hit the floor. Let the boys hit the
It's on me.
Yes,
What's
now it's on
happening?
both of us. What's up, everybody? Gen V started and it hit me, and I knew Gen V was coming back. It just came all of a sudden, and I didn't even realize the day was here. But we're here, and they dropped 3 episodes at one time. So we gave y'all enough time to watch all 3 episodes and get a good feel of them. So we will be reviewing today episodes 1 through 3, Gen V season 2. So if you have not seen it, go ahead and put this on your watch later and come on back because this will be a spoiler review. Okay, we're going to talk about everything in this episode. Make sure you hit like, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that now. All things horror, all things nerdy. But we ain't gonna waste y'all's time because there's 3 episodes we got to get through today. So it's a lot to talk about, y'all. And we want to go ahead and get started right here. First thought, CT, what did you think?
Man, this show is wild. This series is wild. I keep saying this about everything I watch because I watch good stuff, but I dig it. I dig it, man. I like the direction they went because I was trying to figure out how they was gonna get out of that situation from the last, from the ending of both the first season of Gen V and the last season of The Boys. It's like kind of seemed like an authoritarian America, and they were pretty much screwed. But I like how they did it, how they got them out, and like just how the world works is very interesting, and I like it from their perspective. So yeah, I dig it. So far, it's cool with me.
The whole concept of The Boys is wild.
Yeah, it was wild. Like
The whole universe of The Boys is it's very wild.
it's a
So
lot, man. Like I dig it, but it's a lot. Like
very, very much so. Like it's a lot in general to ingest. This so the never a dull moment, really. One thing about it, and I actually didn't mean to watch all 3 episodes at one time, but it was so much happening that I couldn't help but just keep it rolling because it really wasn't a whole lot of slow moments here. It was just like they told a lot in these 3 episodes. They really did.
yeah.
And usually when a series drops the first 3 episodes, it's because it's not a lot happening.
Mm.
But they really did take a lot because they had to catch us up from where the last season of Gen V ended, where the last season of The Boys ended, and to thrust us into not only where we are now, but where we are going to be headed within the series. So drop in the comments and let us know, how did you all feel so far about the first 3 episodes of Gen V season 2? We start off in a lab, and immediately I was like, whoa, because again, when I watch something in the beginning, I will turn on the TV to cut on something, and then I'll start doing something else. And then I seen bodies exploding. And I said, what are we doing here? What
Yeah,
we're just jumping right on in. Like, y'all make sure you never forget that we know exactly what we're watching.
yeah. Bro had them tentacles come out of his bro.
What
It's like, yo, like how
Who
you
thinks of this stuff?
they
Who comes
technically
up with
did
it?
get powers. They weren't immune to their own powers. Like imagine being able to like Johnny Storm, flame on, but you not flame
Flame
resistant.
resistant, right?
It's like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Yeah, this episode just kicked off ridiculous with that. But like, bro was mad late. Godolkin was mad late talking about some don't take it. They had all injected. It was setting up, looking, talking, chilling. Like, bro, you bad late with that.
Exactly.
But
Got to
like,
be quicker than that.
it's crazy the the trope of the 1940s Germans and them, creating super soldiers. Like it's across like all of the like comic book franchises.
Yeah.
Everybody does that. Like, and I guess they were doing such wild and crazy stuff back then, for real, that it kind of did inspire like a whole generation of writers from that era to create our current day. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
German,
a cold opening if we ever had one, because they made sure y'all knew exactly what series you was watching.
oh
Like,
yeah,
never forget. We gonna give you some weird stuff. We gonna give you some blood. Make sure you never forget that part. And so at the end of, was it Gen V?
yeah, Gen V,
Got caught at the end. Marie had blew off old girl's hand. Homelander swooped down and was like, "Oh, you're race trading," and so he took a few of them, locked them down, and I think it was that Kate is just like, "I'll help you all escape," even though you were working for the other opposing team in the first place. So, what
yeah.
did you think about her acting like she's a savior, but you're actually working for
I
the
knew
enemy?
I knew she had an angle. You know what I'm saying? And like, but she came to them with an angle. But when they told her that Andre died, she kind of lost her edge. It's like she was really working for Cipher to get to Marie through them. That was the whole plan. But then when she heard that Andre died, it just threw her whole game off, man. And then for me, I couldn't tell whether she really wanted to reconcile from that point forward, or was she still playing the good girl for Cipher? Because there's a thing between her and Cipher too. I noticed as the episodes went along. So she's a anomaly, especially after what happens to her. But she's very anomalous.
Yeah,
I
I
still
think that
don't
she
trust.
wants that both. I think that she craves that adult validation, but at the same time, remember, she was lonely because her family was afraid of her. And that she, when she thought she had this core group of friends, she doesn't want to let them go because it wasn't something that she truly had. But at the same time, because people were afraid of her, the only validation she was getting was from adults that were exploiting her powers. So she does
Yeah,
have like a lot going on there, caught in between. Like,
she
if
has
this is
some
the only
weird
validation I
issues.
get, maybe this is what I should go for. But I really just do want friends and
We
people to like
like
really like me.
we kind of at least I kind of forgot like that she had a thing with Andre, and like Andre, she was dating Andre's best friend, the guy that blew himself up, which is Sam's brother. And oh man, she messy.
Sounds like collegiate level love life.
Yeah, but I
They
mean, I understand her art kind of, and I understand where she's coming from, but I understand where they're coming from too, because she has a power in which you really have to trust her to be around her. Her power is that manipulative, and they trusted her, and in the end, she did betray them, and now it's like, bitch, you.
And she's been doing a lot of that. And the thing is, she always ends up betraying her friends because of the adult validation.
Yeah, I mean,
She's
she
always
needs
going to trade the friendship for the praise for somebody who's exploiting her.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that just comes from her not having her parents
Hmm.
because they were afraid of her. Everybody was afraid of her, and I get it. I won't touch this chick.
Most of the actually, they use these first three episodes, not just the first one. They use these first few episodes to pay homage to Chance, who passed in real life from a motorcycle
Yeah,
accident.
yeah,
And so they kind of like, which the across the span of these episodes, were giving the kids time to express um, on camera how they felt about him and how they missed him and the memories that they had of him. And it was very heartfelt, and I feel like that was them through art trying to say that like when you work on a TV show and you're with these people for months and weeks at a time, and y'all are doing press together and these intimate scenes, it becomes like family. And especially with their age, people like that bond. And you could tell that they really really did miss him. What did you think about the cast uh kind of talking about how much that they actually missed Andre, and then the way that they kind of wrote him off on the show by saying he overused his ability, because remember the polarity ability kind of messes with your brain every time you use it. So
Yeah,
unlike Magneto, even though they have the ability to control metal, it kind of hurts their powers, like 11 from Stranger Things. Like every time they use it, it makes your health bad. And that he found out like they were somehow trapped behind metal, and he wanted to kind of say, I'm gonna give it all I got to help everybody escape. And it was just too much for him. And even though he knew that it was going to be too much for him, he didn't tell everybody around him like that this could take him out. So
yeah,
them finding out later on that he knew this could have harmed him, but he was willing to risk it to save people.
yeah. I dig it. You know what I'm about to say. Like, come on, man. I don't want to sound disrespectful, but they could have recast, bro. And like they never want to recast a brother when the actual actor dies and the character doesn't die in the story. They just kill him off. Imagine they just killed off Spartacus just halfway through, just killed them off, right? Because the actor died. Oh my god!
And
Like,
I get that from a film standpoint, because they never really do that with other ethnic groups.
Spartacus.
You know,
They never did.
they they don't do that with other people.
Joker.
It just
Never did that
exactly
with
they always
Spartacus. Yeah.
they always find a way to replace it somehow. But the
Like,
empathy part of me is like I'd be wanting to sit in my grief. Like, let me say goodbye to this person and say he did what he had to do in his role, and I really be feeling like give me time to like grieve and say goodbye and all
man,
of this
like,
stuff. Like, I don't know, outside of the
dig
film
it.
part, I just be really wanting to be like, let me sit here and say like is I can grieve about this
I'll
and stuff.
say
I
this:
don't know.
it works. It worked better in the series than it did with the T'Challa and the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it worked better in the show, like how they did it, how they depicted it, and I get it. It actually moves the story along, and it seems like it would have been like the outcome for that character anyway, because he was heading down that road, that pathway of using his power is gonna kill him, and he was actually heroic. So yeah, like he was gonna use his powers. So I get it. It's organic. It works. But at the same time, it's just mad weird that if a brother dies, his
Yeah,
character is dead.
we lose. We like the fans lose a hero. We lose a
Yeah,
hero.
like
And the
he's
thing is,
gone.
we
Like,
almost
bro.
feel that happening too with his dad, because he has the same abilities. And although he started pulling back the use of his, it's like there's only a matter of time between where are we gonna have to lose him too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
are we gonna?
I'm guessing when your powers work against you like that, you have to pick and choose the opportunities to actually, kick him in the gear. But yeah, it might be some sacrificial stuff with him too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just all the black
And
people. At least we got Marie.
I know, especially since did you see the picture that Sean Patrick Thomas posted on Instagram?
No, I did not.
Oh boy. Boy. You know, I wasn't gonna do this, but now that we're here, let me see if I can find it. They're gonna probably demonetize me if I pull it up. But I feel like this is I feel like this is important. I think it's
Oh my
important. And we yep. Let me see, where is it? Where are we?
God! If
It's a
it's from
real
Reaper,
thing.
I know it's an issue. I know it's gonna be something crazy.
Yep. But because and I'm only bringing this up is because I feel like they would use this as a means to demonic. Okay. I would because we were just talking about how we feel like we keep losing heroes, right?
Hmm.
And I feel like this would be the thing to say, yeah, dog, you ain't gonna make it to next season.
I mean, that's hilarious. We might get demonetized for this.
We might get demonetized for this, and we gonna lose both polarities at this point
Oh my god,
because they
yeah.
said, yeah, they're gonna kill this. We gonna kill this colored man off after the.
But
Oh
you
oh
know,
this is what we're doing.
I mean, it was funny because he kind of made that same face in the show when he walked into that vault and saw the freaking Klansmen with in their underwear.
I said, yep. This might be a thing here. I don't know, but I was just like, okay, y'all, we getting away with this.
That's
But
hilarious.
if he don't make it to season 3, y'all just know I'm he put this on the gram, and I don't know how people are going to feel about it.
Man, it's the boys. They don't care.
I mean, yeah, the boys don't care, but
They
general
got the
public may have a different feeling.
superheroes. I mean, they like the superhero version of South Park at this point.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm just
man,
saying, if that happens, we might have to say goodbye to our to a good friend. But shout out to Sean Patrick Thomas anyway, because he is just like
yeah, he be
he
in
is.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm glad to still see him around these days.
Oh yeah.
Gotta talk about Cypher real quick. Now, when I seen the actor who plays this, I knew he was gonna do a good job because the first time I seen him was in Midnight Mass. And if y'all ain't, and I have yet to do a review on the channel for Midnight Mass because that's one of those series I watched and didn't review. It's a limited series on Netflix by the same person who did like the Haunting of Hill House and the House of the Fall of Usher. That same creator. Midnight Mass is one of the most top tier series of all time in my book. It is probably one of my favorite limited series ever. I love Midnight Mass. And the thing is, it was a slow burn that most people cut it off right before it got to the story they were trying to tell. But it was well worth the world building because when the reveal happened, you were speechless. You had to just sit for a second when what happened. And just based off of Midnight Mass alone, I say, yeah, he about to be somebody for real. So
Hey,
I was happy that he was casted in this. Go watch Midnight Mass, and it's on my list of things to review that I have not, and I'm gonna do it one day. Watch Midnight Mass, and then you will see what I'm talking about with this actor here. He is very very talented, and He comes in as the new head of the school, and they haven't exactly told us what his abilities are yet.
Yeah, they definitely hiding that. He's hiding it on purpose. There's a
Mm-hmm.
reason why he doesn't want nobody to know what it is. But he is, in my opinion, like a Professor X type figure. He kind of reminds me of like if Professor X and Mr. Sinister fused together. Because it's all his whole thing is about understanding their powers.
Yep.
So like that's very X Men like. Um, but yeah, I don't know how he is so formidable. He seems to have like future sight of some shit. Something
Or
like
that I could like he somewhat knows that people have the like with their powers that they have the potential to do more. Like you said, like I feel like he sees where what do they call it when in Pokemon when like when they evolve into like this whole
yeah,
other thing where their powers when they like really power up. Like I feel like he sees them in their evolved state and he wants them to get to that evolved state. And
yeah.
which we'll
He
talk
also
about that a little bit more when we talk about Kate some more in the
he
episode when
also
she's in the
saw
hospital.
saw Kate's attack coming a mile away. Like how did he see behind him? How did he know she was about to do that? Like he can sense intent or something. It's
Yeah.
something like probably telepathy or some sort.
He's got some kind of ability that yeah, that makes it hard to kind of get to where he's at cuz he's already going to be like not even 2 steps. He's 3 steps ahead of everybody.
Yeah, it's like he knows what they're about to do. So like he has like future sight or some kind of
Or even
spider
in the
thing.
past because he knew, when we get to that point like he knew what them kids was up to when, when Kate had her incident. Like he knew when he was talking to Marie like
Yeah,
what really like went down.
I think he's like reading minds or something. Especially since he has a Professor X disposition in this world. Like he is training kids to use their powers in combat. That is the X Men.
Just a
So
little
yeah,
darker version. So yeah, I'm curious to start seeing where we like what I want to know what is the extent of where he's at and if there is if at all any of his weaknesses because the thing is once you know what somebody's abilities are you can spot what the weakness is and that's probably why he doesn't want everybody to know what he can do and what he how far what he can do exactly or what kind of ability does he have because then they'll know okay if this is what he can do how can we work around it but I'm really liking him as the new head of the school. It's like he has this ability to be in front of people and talk calmly and be in front of the camera. He knows how to work around people and to give the people what they want and to say the right things but at the same time he's like I know he can't body slam me, but he's still scary.
yeah, yeah. It is the unknown with him. The unknown is why he's so powerful. It's like what the hell? What can he do?
And I can't I don't want to laugh at where we find Marie in the beginning because there's and when we talk about black people especially in horror movies ask any black person around you if they gonna get a chance to run they gonna tell you immediately I'm not worried about nobody else I'm not pulling you up I'm not looking back the first opening that I have, I'm out of here. I'm gone.
She never said she didn't try to go back for them. She never said that.
She said she's found an opening and I was out of here.
Yeah, but when she was gone, she never said she didn't go back, didn't attempt to go back for them.
An attempt is different from actually making a true effort. She
I
was on the
mean,
run.
yeah, she was doing everything she could to defend herself, let alone break back into a facility she broke out of on a happen chance. Cause she said she took an opportunity
Yeah.
when it came.
And I don't
So it was
actually
one of
I
them
don't
things
blame
where
her
it's
for that.
like, oh man, if I go back and get them, then I can't do the thing that I can do to escape. If I escape, I gotta leave them. Like, come on, man. That's a rock in a hard place.
I don't blame her though.
Me neither. Like I didn't blame her at all. I had absolutely no problem with what she did.
I wouldn't have.
I can
But
see
I
how.
can see why as other people would be upset. Like if
Yeah, I
I
can
was
see.
like left and you like left me and we like I'm thinking we locked in and you leave me, I'ma feel some type of way. But if I was in her shoes, I'm not mad at what she did. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in there knew what time it was. Like, come on, man, be
Sometimes
reasonable.
exactly. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Um I, he need I people need to stop exploiting him, which I'm glad at, later on when these episodes when Jordan had to have a real conversation with him, because I'm sick of people exploiting him for his psychosis instead of telling him that you have a really really great power, you just need to control your damn temper. You're not a baby anymore throwing temper tantrums, because they really be exploiting him for his illness. And Kate should know that, because she was being exploited for her gift. Like you shouldn't be doing to others what people are doing to you.
Yeah, but she was doing the same thing to his brother too.
Yeah,
That's why he went crazy.
exactly. She was messing around in people's head. And like the very thing that these people keep doing to you, and it's not right. It's not fair for you to it's not fair for you to expect for these kids to be your friends, and you're doing the same thing that people are doing to you, but you still want to be cool. You want to feel like you got your circle of people. You don't build friendship off of exploitation.
Yeah, I mean, see, she has a host of issues because
Mm-hmm.
of her upbringing. He has actual psychological. I mean, not that she doesn't have actual psychological issues, but he's seeing live action Muppets.
Exactly. When
You know, like
when he has an issue, he immediately goes into a state of psychosis, and it's almost like schizophrenia kicks in, where he starts seeing and hearing things that are not real. So
but see,
once you know that he gets into a place where he's in unreality, everything becomes into like this a world that things become fantasized, and people and places and things become more sinister than they really are. And that's not his fault that his brain snaps when he's in this state of psychosis, but people shouldn't manipulate him for it.
I dig that he does need he could use therapy that she could have provided him, but she skipped the therapy part and just she used him as a weapon pretty much. And this like right here was when she was making him forget about not feel bad about Andre. This is right after he learned about Andre passing. And she she did it then at that moment, and I kind of get why she would do it then, because she's feeling the same way, and like because they're kind of both blaming themselves for what happened, you know. So this was a moment of like empathy from her to him. I don't see this moment really as being a bad use of her powers at that moment, but the end game of what she was doing here was bad, because it was just to keep him quiet, like relax, chill out about one of our friends dying because of our own actions.
But at the same time, this is the same thing people do when they use drugs, is they're trying to numb what's wrong with them instead of actually healing it. So you're covering up and you're masking pain, but he didn't heal anything. You're
Yeah,
just proving to him that he can't handle what's going on instead of helping him cope with it. You're just covering it up. He's just using you as a drug.
yeah, I feel that. I just didn't want him to start throwing shit around and beating ass right.
Just teach him a coping skill.
Oh my god, he got that watching cartoons, watching kids shows.
I was shocked to see Starlight in the first episode.
Yeah, I thought that was wild that she showed up, but this Logan the bounty hunter. Because bro he kind of got like a Wolverine skill set, but he's based on Dog the Bounty Hunter. Like dude named Dog Knot or something like that. Bro was wild, man. But
Yeah,
he was about to kill Marie
yeah, he
after he
was.
tracked her down. I
Hmm.
I want to know how his powers work. I forgot the actor's name. I've seen him in a couple of things, but I want to know how his powers work. Cause like how far away could he smell her? Cause he
Hmm.
smelled like where she was at in the store, like by those chips. He started licking the bag of chips.
In Gen V, they always have to do the most.
They do like man extra.
They
Dude
do
was
the
man
most.
extra. But I actually kind of like this character. I wish they would have showed more of him because he was funny to me. And that fight wasn't half bad. Like Marie's not a bad fighter. She does need training, which is weird because I feel like Cypher is training her, and he kind of knows that she's gonna be adversarial to him. So he has to have some kind of like end game in training her.
Oh yeah, that guy. He was in the guy who played Dog Knight. He was in Black Sail, Shameless, the Scorpion, the
I see.
100,
Shameless. He
Death
wasn't
Race, Dracula Untold,
was in Death Race.
Agents of Shield. So yeah, he was in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he was in a lot of stuff. Knew I knew him from somewhere. Watched all that shit.
So yeah, I think this was right up his alley. And yeah, if it wasn't for Starlight coming to save her, yeah, he would have took Marie down through there. She needs to be able to use her abilities when it counts. She needs to be able to use her abilities more like head popping lady. What was her name?
I know you're talking about
Politician lady
yeah,
that died in the boy. Yeah, she need to be able to use her abilities more like
Victoria.
that. Victoria Newman. Because what is it? They called it what it was it hemokinesis?
Yeah, something
But
like that.
I always call it blood bending.
I
Like
mean, she has some moves with it, but I don't like. Dude's a trained hero. Like that's his job. Like you know what I'm saying? Because like most people with powers don't make it to the being a hero of a city part of being having powers. So people that make it, they're pretty damn good at what they do. She doesn't have any training at all, and she was giving him everything he could handle in that bathroom.
and the thing is she got to be able to be a little bit more. Cause see, like once she gets caught, and once somebody has her, and like she forgets that like you can literally control everything running through their body. But she gets so dead set on I gotta survive and get out of this situation. Like, girl, you could have gave him an aneurysm a long time ago. You
She
could have gave
might
him a
have to
heart attack a long
concentrate.
time ago. You could have gave him a blood clot a long time ago. But yeah, once she gets in that survival mode, she's not thinking about that stuff.
I mean, like Magneto can do that too, but if he is constantly dodging 10 X-Men at once, he doesn't have time to concentrate to do that.
And see, she got to get a little bit. She got to hone in on her
And
abilities
he's an
a lot
Omega
more.
level mutant, so she just a chick with blood powers.
That could do a lot more. That could
that's
do a
that's
lot
the point.
more.
That's the point of the training. But what's up with Starlight powers? I feel like she been getting boosts since day one. She been getting more powerful every single time I've seen her do something to somebody.
Well, I think in the beginning when she was only being a fake superhero member for show, that she really didn't have to use her abilities like that. Because remember the seven was really only there for show. They weren't really doing any major crime fighting.
Yeah,
But
but
now that she has
she
to be a
wasn't.
real, she has to actually really use it for life or death situations. She's able to push herself more.
But she was a hero before the seven. You know how she got picked. She had her own little sector that she controlled and everything.
But it wasn't like it never was really life or death the way it is.
Yes, she ended up blinding a lady on accident,
She did, boy, and they be on her head though. These people be on Starlight's
bruh,
head.
bruh.
He
Oh
can't
my
catch a
god.
break.
Oh my god. Yeah, she can't, man. The whole I don't even want to get into it, but I kind of want to get
Yeah,
into
calling her, yeah, calling her a PDF file.
man, everything, yo, everything. Like it's crazy how they echo the rhetoric of today. It's kind
Yeah,
of the rhetoric of always, but it's so tuned up today that when you see it in like the boys form, it looks like a direct one-to-one critique of what's actually going on.
because they want people to see how foolish this is.
Exactly, they do. Like,
They
come on,
want people to
man.
see what kind of foolishness this is. So Starlight comes and lets them know there's something going on. She tells Marie, "You got to go back to school. Like, I know you've been on the run, but take your ass back to class because they got something called Odessa happening, and I need you to go and tell my sources. The streets is talking out here saying that they talking about Odessa. I need you to figure out what that is." And so she ends up, heading back, running into the crew, and she has to reckon with them about, you left us and whatnot. So they gotta you get over it, all right? There's bigger things at stake. Y'all free, I'm free.
Well,
Don't y'all ain't gotta be mad about it no more.
they had found her through that dude's phone because she had attacked those guys, and it was like blood everywhere. Remember that scene when she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's how they found her. But I didn't like exactly how they found her because they went to the first store that the attack happened next to, and they asked the guy where she was, and then she was walking right by.
It's too close to the scene of the crime, Marie. Be
Like,
there
yo,
as a
they could
criminal.
have done better than that. Yo, like dead ass, cause she just got attacked. Why are
Right.
you still there in that area?
I guess maybe they wanted to play it as she was just like, well, Starlight said, I don't need to run no more anyway. Hell, you got me. You got me. Here I
I
am,
guess.
kind of thing. And they made they made her do like a little video to say, I had to go to therapy this whole time and
Yes.
I'm better now, guys.
Yeah, it was
I
just
feel so much better.
to get like her social media presence up so they couldn't just disappear her. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she didn't know, because they knew that that the college wanted her back. She didn't know why they wanted her back. So yeah, she had to make a public statement. Like, hey, I exist. I'm still alive. If I go missing,
Exactly. And she really didn't even do a good job of making that video. Like
man,
you're
they
not
said
even
she
that
took like 100 takes. She was in this.
like you ain't even that happy in real life. So this fake smile is just this
Yeah,
is all you got for us. Like you don't even look like that when we see you for real.
and
Okay.
Jordan was giving her hell though, because
Hmm.
Jordan wasn't feeling the whole "you left us."
I could if your boo thing left you and we again if you we locked in. I'm thinking if you don't leave and if you come back and get anybody, it's gonna be me. Or if you stay with anybody, I'm gonna be the one. And Marie was like, I'm out of here, bro. So yeah, I would. They was both. They was mad. I understand why, and especially the simple fact that she didn't know what happened to Andre. So they're
Andre,
not only just mad at Marie, at the same time they're still grieving too. And it's
yeah,
just like he's gone, and you weren't here to grieve with us.
I mean they
Like
kind
this
of
was something we
blamed
were
her
supposed to
for
go through
it
together.
because like they felt like the only reason why he did it was because she was successful in getting out.
Mm-hmm.
So they feel like it was her actions that drove him to his death. But I mean, later on when they learned he was sick, it kind of dials back the angst between them. But
And Marie is not the real enemy. She didn't put y'all there. Y'all need to put that
she's
direction
not.
towards Homelander. Like,
It's
why y'all
very
mad at the
complicated.
wrong one?
Yeah, it's very complicated. I wonder, like, when Homelander shot her at the end of with the laser beam, he laser beamed there at the end of the season one GMV. Did he like slice her in half? Cause she, I mean, cause she can heal.
Mm-hmm.
So like, how was the dog man was about? I mean, he was about to stab her in the neck.
I don't, but I guess it's all about if she is mentally able to think about that with herself. Like, are you able to mentally walk yourself through the process of healing yourself, or is it just you're so in shock that it's not that you're not able to do that? I don't know. Again, she we got a lot of evolving and training to do with Marie and her
Yeah,
abilities.
I'm curious about the extent of her powers, especially since she's the weapon. She's Odessa, so
So we may think we don't. It
so they
might be a
think.
little bit. So we're thinking is that Marie could possibly be Odessa, but we don't really know.
Somebody just
Um,
got their damn car towed.
Plight of Polarity. Now this was an unlikely pairing, but we're actually fun together.
They were
Um,
hilarious.
I actually because this overly serious man who's grieving his child, and the person that's like he was my homie too. Like I know that's your son, but he was my friend too. He was my friend, and her also wanting to have somebody to kind of just sit and feel like she's closer to her friend. Like they're both in it. Like we can't let him have passed in vain. We
Hmm.
have to do something. But at the same time, she is a college kid. And I feel like that makes him even feel like a little bit closer to his child to know like there's always a surrogate father somewhere.
Yeah, a lot of
Q
those going
Q
around.
exactly. Q in the surrogate father.
But I dig his arc though, because in the first season, his son was trying to convince him to be heroic, and now his son is gone, and now his son's friend is trying to convince him to be heroic in his son's name. So like his motivations are very well thought out. Like I like the direction they're going with him, which I see him possibly dying, and like just the way that they build him up, or they're building him up, so that if he does die, we will feel it. So like, I can see that happen. I hope it doesn't already, because he is a pretty cool character, much cooler than I thought he was in the first season. Because the
Right.
first season he was a company man, like through and through, and his
Mm-hmm.
son really had to like talk that into him. Like
Yeah. Like
you
it
wilding
took
right
exactly.
there.
It took his son passing away for him to actually evolve as a person.
Yeah, but this whole trope was so funny to me, because it's the like the hero's journey type thing, when you get the call to action and you deny it, then you come back around. It was done so flat, but it was effective,
Mm,
because bro is like his motivation is just something I can relate to. It's like, yeah, man, I didn't do the right thing when I should have done the right thing, and look what happened.
mhm.
So never again. And I get it.
And they got a good actor for this role. So
They do. They
I'm
do
happy
got.
to see.
Yeah. I just hope he doesn't die. I hope he don't die, but he probably will.
I know, me
It'll make
too.
sense if he does die. Like I can see that.
But I'm not gonna hold my breath. I want him to
Yeah.
stay in the series, but like I said, I'm at this. I'm gonna be prepared if he's not. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
we got Jordan and Marie here.
Yeah.
Not only is there the whole relationship that they're trying to reestablish after Marie left their ass for dead. Um, you also have they switch places in the number one spot. Also,
Yeah. Yeah.
because last season Marie had the number one spot after Arnold Schwarzenegger's son passed away. I can't think his name. Um, she grabbed number one, but before Marie came to the school, remember Jordan was working hard to be
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah, Jordan was
real hard. Like that's what they were aspiring to. That's what they was in there being the teacher's assistant for. They were
uh,
really trying to prove themselves to overcome being like androgynous
and
and
that's the reason
and
why
Asian American, as like, so we already got these stereotypes holding us back. But I feel like I have enough
nobody
ability.
really understanding them either, because it's like they're not trans. Like
Right.
we're
Right.
they're not trans at all. Like it is a person who is totally both genders, not
And
not not you know what's the process? I don't know the name of the process. Not going through the process of changing genders, altering genders, but you're literally both genders.
they
And
split.
not
And
even
then
a hermaphrodite, because you're both genders, but one at a time.
or and can morph, like that's their shape shifting. It's almost like a
Yeah,
shape shifter, but
it is.
you're shifting into genders.
They're
And
shifting genders in between two different power sets.
yeah, and then they each have their own different powers. So they're literally two people. And they Jordan was really, really working hard for that number one spot, and Marie got it off of a fluke. And then Marie took the spot because Jordan was really the one who did the most of the work. Because when old boy was like really angry and light and setting everybody on fire, remember he came in and lit that one dude up? Like Jordan did most of the work, and Marie came in after and
Mhm.
took the glory from them last season.
Definitely though, she didn't mean to do it. It
Yeah.
wasn't malicious.
But at the same time, when she could have told the truth, Marie was just like, I'm gonna just take this glory. When she had a chance to do the right thing. So in the midst of them trying to have this collegiate level relationship or whatever that is, they are also like, also you're the one who took my spot. Also, you're the one who left me for dead at the same time. And then now I got the number one spot here. So they have a very complex friendship or whatever is having. And I'm curious to know how this is going to work should Marie's power evolve beyond Jordan's.
Yeah, I mean they're both in that gladiator death match class, so there's no telling. But I feel like Jordan doesn't care about the number one spot anymore, and the whole like Jordan sees the inner workings of Vault and Godolkin, and understands how like they're trying to play them, not necessarily against each other, but just play them for the public in general to set a narrative. And yeah, I feel like Jordan is the most ready for the shits. I guess you can say. Like Jordan is the most ready, like the most anti, like the
But
most
at the same
down
time,
with.
I think that they want people to know that it was me. Like I see what Vought is, I see what this school is trying to do, but when I come in and step in and do something, I need y'all to know who exactly it was to do it.
You feel like Jordan ego is that. I mean, I can see in the beginning.
Well, because I feel like they've been invisible for the most part. Like I want them to, I feel like even though they don't want to play by everybody else's agenda, but I feel like when they step in and do something, I feel like it's I definitely feel like it's like when I help, say it was me and don't let anybody else know because we've been invisible for too long. And every time we do something good, it gets washed over.
I get it. I get it. I don't know. I don't know if they're still on that. They could be, but I get it.
Because
At
at the
this
same
point, though,
time, they're still college students.
no,
Like, I mean, there's
I
only so much
understand the
level of
mentality.
maturity, adulting we're gonna do before the we're still young part kicks in.
I just feel like Jordan is the most equipped for what they're about to go through at the moment. I feel like Jordan has their head on straight.
I want Jordan to be paired up with what's his name a little bit more, Sam.
Why? Because they had a heart to heart.
Yeah, and that was the only person that like was keep it real with him and get through to him.
There's the only person that could go toe to toe with him.
Right. And like at the end of the day, like quit your mess. Like Sam was having a baby temper tantrum. And Jordan was like, I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah,
Every time you get mad, you're like, I gotta blow up something. No, you don't. No, you don't.
yeah.
Calm down.
Maybe Emma can handle Sam too, but she gotta get big though.
Yes. But
Her
Emma feelings
powers.
being stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy that it went from like gorging and freaking chunking it up to like emotional like stress, like emotional strain is causing her to go big and small.
Right.
She should be in that gladiator class too, trying to figure out how to get her powers to work.
Exactly. Well, we talked about a little bit earlier that we found out Andre was sick, and the dean is the one who told Marie, and it's just like, so I'm not the one that I look. You maybe you didn't know him as well as you thought you did. So Andre was sick, didn't tell y'all. So put that in private and smoke it. And she had to be the one to take this. And he was just like, at this point, just like he was just like, take the file. We don't even need it no more. You hold on to the file and tell your friends he was sick. Don't blame that part on us. And they kind of had to settle in with that fact too, that they didn't know that because he didn't know, and kind of let them gave them a little bit more information about what his goal was and trying to let them escape. And here we go with the let's test your abilities. He
Well,
gets the kids that his select few students, put them in a room and says, class will be over as long as y'all can push this button.
yeah, and then he dropped that big hammer, that hammer thrower dude out there.
That immediately crushed Buddy's spine. I said,
Bro,
what?
what? I was like, yo, I hope his powers are like, hope he heals from that.
And then he sat up there, he said, oh, he's gonna heal. Maybe.
Like, bruh, and he told Shorty with the fireballs to go to transfer out to another class.
Because I'm like, dang, you didn't think that enough was enough at this point. I'm just like, what powers and abilities are we looking at and looking for here?
Well, you
If you
noticed that the hammer guy was targeting Marie the whole time. Like Marie was his main focus when he sent them down there.
if you had these type of powers and abilities, or you could be which one would you choose? Like if you got some Gen V and you was able to get something
I
and you
mean,
was
in
able to
that
choose,
arena with that big dude,
or something you knew that was going to get you like the maximum level of survival and abilities, like pick your superpower.
I mean, Jordan got the best one, but I can't. I just couldn't do the switching back. But I guess if you're like if that's your powers and that's you, I guess you don't think about it. But Jordan got the best powers. If I had to get something, it had to be on like Homelander level. I need something. Freaking
That
spine.
virtually indestructible, can hear
Yeah,
every goddamn thing, can fly,
but see,
lasers.
Homelander has limits. Like he's not Superman because if he were, like if he was Superman, then it wouldn't be no resistance. Wouldn't be no starlighters. He would know what they are. He would be able to fly up into like low orbit and hear them. So
But
yeah,
Homelander
Homeland
is
was like
he's
a Superman from Wish. He
But
moved
it's
super.
his. But he's still pretty up there though. Him and Soldier Boy are
Yeah,
pretty
in
much
their
in
own
the level.
universe, Soldier Boy got the whole shoot out your chest and people's that like it burns the V compound V out of their system, turns supes into regulars. Like now that's OP as crap. I
I'm
dig
blood
that.
bending at the end of the day. Now I'm gonna talk about Kate and why I would choose her after when we get to her, because I definitely want to have a conversation about her because there's something there that we weren't even thinking about with Kate. But for number one so far would be blood bending because if I could be like Victoria, this is why I'm not ever gonna get superpowers because I'm gonna do the wrong thing. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Everybody's gonna do the wrong thing.
I would love to say that I would be an X-Men. I'm probably gonna be a part of the boys.
The X Men did the wrong thing a lot.
I'm not going to, and I'm probably not going to be a hero because do not let me be able to blood bend. There would be a lot less people on the planet,
Oh my god!
like a
You
lot
threatened.
less.
You just threatened people on the planet.
So I'm never going to get powers. I'm just not. The universe, if your fate has already been decided, the universe probably said she's not one of them. She's never
Well,
going to get
if
powers.
anybody, if either one of us would get powers, it'd probably be me because I work in a lab. So just
Okay,
one
look,
accident, one freak
I'm
accident.
trying to get there. Okay. I might not be regular science, but I'm social science. If I can get somewhere near it less, see this again, this is why I won't be getting no powers because I'll be doing the wrong thing. Uh, but yeah, we kind of talked about a little bit too with Polarity and Emma going on their little adventures, their little
Yeah,
side quests. So I'm gonna like their side quests because they want to know what's really going on. Because somebody's got to avenge Andre and you really get to the bottom of things. And
yeah,
he finally decided to get out of his grief and do something good. So he decides he's going to come and work at the school. They gave him his own office and everything, and which I actually think that that's a good thing, even without them going on their side quests. I feel like it was a good idea for him to take a position to work at the school, to be closer, to be in the know. So if you're gonna know things, you got to get in close proximity. You got to mix and mingle with some people. So outside of him being, a ex member of the Seven or whatever, you need to get in that school and start to network with some people. So I definitely think that was a good idea.
yeah. He also didn't know that Cipher was in the laboratory when they were doing the experimentation because
Mm-hmm.
Emma told him that, and he was surprised by that. So it was like there were aspects of the whole, even though he was like a company man, and he was holding water for Vault. He for Vought, he he didn't know everything. They didn't. He wasn't privileged enough to know all the information, the ins and outs of what was going on down there. So I can see just from their initial conversation when he kind of blew her off that she did pique his interest. And so like I saw the wheels turning. I knew this was coming up, but this whole scene was hilarious because she was off them damn pills.
And she didn't know she took something that she wasn't supposed to. Some she
They're
heard
supposed to be
medicine
Xannies, but she took something else.
and she was off the wall and he's trying to it kind of reminded me of Bad Boys 2 when Martin had took accidentally took something that got in his water and him and Will are in the morgue and Martin is just off the wall. And Will is looking back at him like, what is wrong with you? Like, this is serious what we're going through. And Martin's character is just gone completely out of there, wacky. That's what it kind of reminded me of.
Yeah.
Like we trying to do a mission right now. Pull it together.
Hey, but she
Um,
was the one that got him in there because she knew Buddy that worked the archive dude.
yep, they got in there and not within the archive, she noticed that there was a secret room in the library. And this secret room gave me vibes of, what was it? The Watchmen, when Sister Knight discovered that her mentor
Oh yeah, it was a Nazi.
was one of them main was one of them the men folk, one of them sheep people.
Freaking
And they get into a
man.
room and they see, there's a lot of sheep people
Oh my
running the show here. And I know that kind of, even though he did have some kind of level of trust with the Godolkin and Vought, but for him to see you have been covering for these people, you've been advocating for these people, and the whole time they've never been for you, that
Mm-hmm.
just made the mission more important for him.
Mm-hmm. And I just gotta say it because I couldn't help but think this when I saw it. I was like, this is a black Republican waking up.
Yeah, it kind of felt like that. That, yeah, and
It's
simple
like, bro,
terms,
that's
that's
what
pretty
you've
much
been
what
doing,
happened.
bro.
Yeah, like your world was shattered. These people that you've been riding so hard for was never there. And he had to find, and he sometimes the truth will slap you. It was like an undeniable truth, because sometimes when people try to tell you things or they want to show you something or explain things, even if it makes sense, you will come up with your own logic.
Yeah.
But when he saw it with his own eyes, it was undeniable in that moment. So, shout out to Emma and her loose mind in that moment for being able to kind of side quest him off for the truth. And I really hope that that keeps being his driving
Yeah.
force.
They also found the Odessa files in there.
Yes, that's when they found there's Odessa, and we learned the truth about what Odessa could possibly mean right now. Um, Sam figures out that Emma had something to do with putting Kate in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
because when Kate approached them, Marie kind of, no, who blasted? Yeah, she got
Jordan,
blasted. Yeah,
but
Jordan blasted her, and Marie could have saved her, but they were just like,
we can't afford to touch her.
yeah, because she gonna try to mess with our mind. You know what? You on your own, boo boo. And so Kate is in the hospital. Sam is mad because that's my best friend. That's my big twin. And so he's still riding hard for Kate. And now you mad at Emma because she was there. And because he's such this big kid, he goes, not my girl. That was my girl. And I can't believe Emma would do that. She's a race traitor and she put Kate in the hospital. Now I'm going to go in the room and throw things.
He
And then that's when
That what he
Jordan,
said.
that's pretty much what he said. I'm good. I'm so upset about it. I gotta go and throw things and blast people. And Jordan was like, I ain't got time for this shit today. And said, Sam, come and sit your ass down, watch some cartoons. It says, you want to be a big ass kid, come sit here and watch this damn kid show, because I'm sick of this. Every time you get an attitude, you act like a toddler, and ain't nobody got time for that. You a college student. I understand your brother passed. I understand that Andre passed. Guess what? I dealt with the grief too. I'm sad too. But you don't see me going here and destroying property and offing
Yeah,
people
but
because I'm
but
mad.
you don't see live action puppets.
But he only sees them when he gets into this state of psychosis. You
Yeah,
can learn better coping skills so that you won't get into that place. It's
you
only
think
triggered when he gets into a state of mental distress. If
you
he had
think
better
any of
coping skills,
that you think any of that has like anything to do with the chemicals like from the compound V? Cause freaking Black Noir was tripping. He was tripping balls too. He was seeing cartoon characters.
and I feel like, because yeah, that's their brain's way of trying to somehow make sense of things into a place of like innocence or something. And it's a state of a fantasy world where nothing is making sense, but their brain is still trying to make sense of it. But it only happens in places of extreme stress and trauma. But the thing is, neither one of them had a coping skill for it. Black Noir didn't have anybody really except for Homelander, who really only used him for his abilities because he was so strong. Um, and
Yeah,
people
Black
are only
Noir was
using,
like
yeah,
Black Noir was like Homelander's cleanup man.
correct.
Never
And
Homelander
but it
script.
was some. It only seemed, but it seemed like somebody who we called on who was useful. And same thing with Sam. They're like, okay, you know what? This is a lot. Sam will go in here and just throw shit around and destroy everybody. We'll
Yeah,
use him for
Sam's
that.
a weapon.
And his parents were really upset with him too for being overly powerful. So he just didn't have a whole lot of people around to save and protect him and teach him how to cope. Same with Black Noir. And if he just, and Jordan was saying, you need to cope better. Just because you get mad don't mean you have to go through that. Sit down, have a woo saw moment, count to 10, take some damn deep breaths, go watch TV, not blow
Yeah.
up a building, not blow up people. And it felt like the first time if somebody ever told him that. Because when Jordan told him that, he
Well,
was like,
Emma told him that, but she told him differently.
well, she was,
Know how Emma told him?
exactly, because Emma be all in her feelings. See, and Emma be telling him in the worst way.
Nah, Emma was on top of her feelings.
Like you need to tell him in a way that makes sense. And Jordan was
It
able
made
to.
sense to him then. I'm pretty sure.
He didn't receive the information well. He didn't receive it like he should
Men
have.
never do.
But it took Jordan to sit down with him, and especially somebody that can go kind of like toe to toe with him with strength. Jordan said, You need to stop doing this. Like it's too like it's not solving anything. Like you see how me and you sit here right now. We can eat some snacks. We can sit here and watch TV. Like me and you friends. Like I don't need you to do nothing for me. I don't need you to go and hurt anybody. I don't need you to tear up no rooms. Like if you mad, call somebody. Say you mad. I just need to calm down. I need a friend to talk to.
And
Do this.
like they weren't on speaking terms until then, anyway. So
But like it made sense to him. Like I feel like it was the first time it like somebody told him you can use positive coping skills and it worked.
yeah, for the moment until something crazy happened.
But the
He
thing
ain't
is,
through
and she
being
not
crazy.
but Jordan not only told him that, but she showed him. She said, I'm gonna sit here with you. So she didn't just say calm the fuck down and walk away from him. She just like, you know what? Let's just go have it. Let's go sit down. Let's go
Let's
hang
go
out.
smoke some weed and watch TV.
And just hang out and just chill. Like I don't want nothing from you. We ain't got to do nothing. Let's just be two college students and just chill out for a second. Like she not only was they because I think at that time she was girl Jordan, and they were just like
Flip back the girl Jordan to talk to.
after after guy Jordan had to put them things on him real quick
I
like
mean, he
calm
had to
down.
break the fall because they fell out that window.
Yeah.
So
Like after I'm letting you know, like I can put you down if I want to, but I want to be your friend in this matter, and I just want you to use positive coping skills, and I just feel like Sam for that click for the first time, like you know what, I do feel better. Like I had to kill nobody
yeah,
to
we'll
calm.
we'll see with Sam, man. We'll see. Sam. I mean, we'll see with Sam and Kate.
I mean, Sam is a loose cannon, but like, I mean, think about Banner being Hulk. Because every time he was angry, he hulked out. Every time I'm upset, I hulked out. Every time I'm triggered, I hulked out. Sing the damn lullaby. What is it? Damn. Sam, the sun's getting real low.
Oh my God. There's only worked on Hope because he was attracted to her.
Well, Jordan, goddamn, Emma, somebody, Sam is out here on the loose. Come in for the lullaby. Somebody come bring the TV. Bring the iPad with the TV show on there.
That's what. That's what. That's what Kate was giving him instant lullabies.
But it's still messing up his brain. That wasn't teaching him nothing. That wasn't teaching him. That was suppressing it. That was numbing him. He has to be
Hell
able to
yeah.
learn to help calm it down and self-soothe.
Her powers are
Soothe.
so freaking intrusive. It's crazy.
It is. But Joe,
Yeah.
I appreciate he needs more positive coping skills. And I feel like if he gets enough of it and he learns it, he can start to back away so that when people start to provoke him, he can literally say, nah, I know what y'all doing. I'm about to go take some deep breaths to sit down. Y'all not finna get me today.
Well, see,
He,
in this moment, I kind of give him his leeway because I mean it all stems from what happened to Andre. In the end, he's still blaming himself, and now he doesn't have his instant cope because she'll even have her powers.
and that's why we need positive coping skills. Because guess what? People don't do drugs. They're not solving the problem. They're just
As
suppressing it for it to
as
come
he
out another
did
day.
as he did drugs and watched cartoons to cope.
It didn't take away his memory. It didn't suppress it. He was able to have a real conversation. Nobody numb
uh-huh.
Jordan didn't numb him in the moment. Jordan poured into him.
I get you. I got it. Saw him at
Jo-
a seminar right now.
Jordan said, I'm gonna talk to you and give and just be a friend to you right now. At this point, and
Bruh.
they basically would
Look,
I'm trying to like not so in order for them to make it seem like this wasn't soup on soup crime, they pretty much made it a race crime, and they took down a black kid,
they definitely did that on purpose.
and
It was,
because
it
Marie
was a
was
black kid on purpose.
because Marie was trying to save black people, they went on and took down a black kid, and so they tried to clear so that Marie and the other kids wouldn't be targeted for Kate being in a hospital.
Yeah, yeah,
But they knew that Marie and her friends would know. We know it was y'all. We cleaned up behind y'all, but we still know. And the
yeah.
fact that we know, but what we're gonna do is poke at you for it though. Because you're still gonna be punished. You might
Oh
not
yeah,
be punished for you might not be punished in the way you think you are going to be punished, but there's still a consequence for your action.
they playing the mind games with him, but I I kind of see what Kate's saying because Kate like, hey, I don't need no scapegoat. I know who did it. They did it. Why can't I tell? But it's like she ain't got no pull no more. She ain't no soup.
Yeah,
And
you don't.
currently, at least, so she got to play ball. Like she was
Yeah, you got
already
to play the
in deep.
game.
Yeah, she was already in mad deep with Cipher, and now it's like she's depending on Cipher. But I noticed in that first, when she first came back, it was the second class in Cipher's like self defense assault class. Um, she seemed jealous of Marie. She seemed jealous of like the attention between Marie and Cipher.
And yeah, we're definitely going to talk about Kate a little bit more because I definitely
Yeah,
want to go into detail about what's going on with her.
yeah.
So Emma comes back
Yeah,
and
this is in the
reports
middle of
on.
them finding out about the guy being scapegoated as the killer, as the person who assaulted Kate, and then Emma shows her a freaking she's Odessa, which is the freaking project. It was the Odessa project. It was like 50 kids, and she was the only one that survived or something like that.
And of course, what does most people say in the beginning? Give that whole spiel about Neo, like it's not me. I'm just a regular person. This can't be all about me. And then I get it because especially being black, I just like ain't nobody finna do all this about me. Who am I? Who am I really? And
Well,
but they're like, but it's looking like you though. It's giving Marie is Odessa.
yeah, I mean, see, it's complicated now because for the soups in this show, for their legacy to be 1940s Germany, for that to be their legacy, they got a lot of top tier black people. They got a lot of black prospects. It feels like experimentation. You know what I'm saying? Like you using these people, these non-white bodies, non-Aryan bodies, I guess you could say, because they using the non-blonde blue eyes too.
Which is why even though Marie is not seeing it, but once uh Polarity went and saw that secret room, it's making sense. And
Yeah,
sometimes it got to be in your face for you to see. Yeah, you are just some black girl, but that's the whole point.
yeah, it is the point. Odessa,
That is the whole point, ma'am. Now, Kate here. Kate was in, what's his name? Visited Kate in the hospital.
Sam.
Sam visited her in the hospital, and she was pretty much in a coma. And see, it didn't hit me at first because I thought that Sam got upset that he kind of figured out that it was Emma and them that left her for dead. But and I felt like he went all like, because this is Sam. I thought he's the one who went ham on the nursing staff. It took me until the cipher came in, and I was just like, oh, that wasn't Sam. That was Kate. That Kate not only has these abilities to push into people's mind and to wipe their memories or to give them false memories, Kate now has the ability to possess people. I don't think she was doing that before.
She was touching them to control them.
Right. But now she has it looks like it's giving the ability to mentally project into someone else. You see what I mean? Like when
Was
she
she
went when
away?
she ripped through that hospital staff, that was not, I don't think that was just her telling the people what to do. I feel like that was a possession.
I don't know, man, because they could have just been trying to they could have been trying to stabilize her, so they was all touching her. Then
But remember when she said, she touched that one person and was just like, I can't believe that they did this to me, or something that she said.
mm-hmm. the
That
uh,
was
the
yeah,
nurse.
that was a possession. That wasn't her telling the staff what that lady would do. That was Kate coming through that person. And I
Maybe
feel like
uh,
Cypher knows that Kate's abilities can go further than what she, because again, like we said, I think he knows when once they evolve the state that they can truly be in with their powers. I feel like not only can she push, not only does she have telekinesis or telepathy and ability to control emotions and wipe memories, that she also has the ability of possession. That's what I feel like.
I don't know. I know she's like a false Jean Grey, but without the telekinesis. But I don't know. I think she'd be mad OP if she could do that. I feel like Kate is one of his like prospects because her powers are ridiculous, and they were like ridiculous before the training. So I can see after the training, and I can kind of see why the showrunners would kind of like nerf her by giving her that brain injury, because she would kind of be head and shoulders above most other characters the moment she starts training. So she got to start from a handicap. And that's cool and all. I feel like I just can't get a read on the character yet, because she wanted to be friends. She wanted her friends back, but then she's also working the angle for Cipher, and then she finds her friends and she wants them to reconcile, but she also wants them to stop resisting Vault. And then they like, nah, screw you, and leave her for dead. And now she wants them gone. So it's like in 3 episodes, her ass is all over the place. But she ain't wired. Like I said, none of them are just wired too tightly. Like everybody's trauma. Like every last one of them.
Hmm. Exactly. And it makes where is the therapist for these children? Because they be going through so much and not talking enough about what's going on. And well, a therapist that ain't trying to manipulate them at this point. They literally just need somebody, a mentor, somebody to help them, because their trauma keeps guiding the way that they're moving, and it's not helping the cause. Because you got Emma, and with the eating disorder, and then Marie, the trauma of what happened to her parents, and now even though Marie is now coming to terms with that trauma, but she still cannot contact her sister. So she's dealing with the pain of not having her family. And then now Kate, which happened with her brother growing up and her parents pretty much disowning her. And then Sam now dealing with all of this grief. Like all of them are moving because of their trauma, and not any of that is helping them to actually move in a way that's healthy and beneficial.
Yeah, I get it. I think Emma, her condition has changed. Like, cause now she is just full blown anxiety. Like her anxiety is causing her powers to go wacky, which is why she needs to be in this battle royale class with everybody else.
First of all, I wouldn't even want to be in that class. She might need to be in there, but I would not voluntarily sign up for that class.
Depends on how tough I am.
If you
If,
coming out swinging a hammer and you hit my spine, and then they left Buddy just laying there,
if my spine heals in a couple of days, I'll do it.
they left him just laying there like that. I said,
I
"What
thought bro
damn?"
was dead. I was like, family was dead to me. I don't think that's gonna snap back.
I don't want to be in there.
Oh
So
man, I
we
totally forgot
have
about this side story.
yes, we have because there's a lot going on, and within the movement of uh Soups being the superior over humans, and uh there's people that are just like, we're the same, like stop making it seem like we're better than everybody, and they calling these people the starlighters. There's people that are against these people that's like trying to make it seem like the Soups are superior, and they're like, we're still with Starlighter. Like, we know that y'all are spewing a whole bunch of lies about her in the media, and they are, in which the old girl from The Boys that was still doing all this fake news is still out here giving a whole bunch of fake news. And there's people that are just like, we're not believing it, we're still on Starlighter side. But even with them being on Starlighter side, y'all okay, do it in a different way, and stop letting this other girl that work at this shop be a target.
Man, they are terrorizing this girl.
Exactly. Go terrorize
second,
somebody else. This girl's
second
like,
hand terrorizing.
just got here, and I don't even do all of this. Like, I'm in the middle. I'm just trying to go to work every day. And so Emma is stepping in like, okay, I see y'all want to be part of the resistance movement, but y'all need to do more. Like,
Yeah,
what y'all are doing is not helping. If y'all really want to be down for the cause, y'all might want to do something that's really gonna make an
I'm not
impact
like
and a difference.
it's so crazy how this show is turning political tropes on their heads. Cause like the idea is like conservatives are the few and far between on college campuses. But in this show, the conservative is the norm at God U. And the liberal or the progressive is the fringe at God U. Because it's clear as day that the starlighters are progressive. That's why they keep calling them PDF files. But but it's weird
When
that
Lord knows them Soups had a lot going on.
bruh,
The
bruh.
main it's the main ones always pointing the fingers, but we already know how they get down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. If
no,
somebody loud about something, they usually doing it. But
exactly. So
but
I
no,
I
I
hope
do.
that these girls can be of some use.
Yeah, I wonder what other shorty powers is because I know this one chick with the tail. I didn't realize she was a chameleon, as in she can copy other people's powers by
Hmm.
touching. She gets it for a minute, 1 minute of somebody else's powers, and she can use them better than they can. cause she touched Emma and she shrank right away and got big right away.
Mhm. Again, we putting the wrong people in this training room.
Bruh, yeah, freaking chameleon girl need to learn how to have the powers for longer than a minute.
Exactly. Exactly. How long can we stretch this? We need to. But I mean, if I was, I mean, if I was part of this of the soup movement, Cipher would be an amazing dean of the school because what he's trying to do for their benefit is amazing. But now we really know he's only going to use these kids for evil. Like
I mean,
he's not making them better for their own benefit.
he's building the army. Freaking
Right.
Professor X
It's not even
with bad
doing it.
intentions.
Exactly. He's like, I'm not even doing it because I want to see you be a better person. It's like once you get to your top potential, I got a job for you.
But I do wonder if well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Oh,
Uh,
there it is. I didn't realize it was next.
Marie finally goes and tries to investigate now that everybody's telling her like if it's looking like you're Odessa, if you don't feel like you are, then prove us wrong. Like we need some more information about this then. Like what can you dig up to let us know? And so she goes and finds her mama best friend to see if she can get some more information. Oh, and lo and behold, look who's holding me as a baby. Good old Cypher was there from the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is not your first time meeting this man, Marie. Because remember when he told her after he that she came on back and he's like, I see, I hear, and I know everything. Because he's been keeping tabs on you since he made you in the lab.
yeah. She was the only one that worked, and her powers never showed up until she got her first period. So of course they were. She was the like if if you release an experiment in the wild, you're gonna monitor
Mhm.
it. So like, yeah, of course, he was watching her the whole time. My thing here though is that with this whole Odessa thing and the idea that Odessa is a weapon, I wonder if he is trying to create a weapon that could kill Homelander. Because his play in this is a total mystery. Hence his name is Cypher. So, that, of course, it's on the nose. But, like, he doesn't seem to be, like, the best of team players when it comes to the soups. It seems like everything he's doing is for his own personal reasons. I wonder if Odessa, because Homelander was grown in the lab. I wonder if like
Mhm.
Odessa was like the adjacent experiment. Like, you have if I'm making a thing that I feel like is going to be unstoppable, I need a fail safe, and I wonder if Odessa was the attempt at a fail safe, just in case Homelander was something they couldn't control.
Even at the expense of, putting
50
down a
baby.
whole lot of children. Exactly. Even at the expense that a whole bunch of other children are at risk for this.
Yeah,
Like, sometimes is the win worth all of this? Well, apparently he said it was. But I'm glad that she told old girl, Auntie here. Um, I'm tired of y'all blaming me for what happened to our parents. Because at the end of the day, I love my mom and dad, but they did this to me.
yeah, and she
You
didn't
act
know
like I knew
what
what
she
powers
had.
were.
Yeah,
Exactly. She's like, they did this. So y'all need to stop blaming me for them shooting me up with these drugs.
yeah, but at least it wasn't for money. They was trying to have a kid
Mm-hmm.
because she thought they gave her Compound V as in an exchange program, the way that Starlight got hers. Starlight's mom put her in the
Mm-hmm.
program, so yeah,
And I would love to see where her sister is and what her sister knows and how her sister really feels about her. Because now that she knows that this lady been harboring her sister the whole time. And I mean, and her sister might have some feelings about her, but let her be able to tell it to her face though. Like, hey, if you don't want to deal with me after this, but you're gonna have to hear it from my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I get it with the sister too. Like, Shorty powers are creepy. Like, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She has a villain's power. Like, and her sister was mad young when she saw that, so I can imagine being scarred for like the majority of my life after seeing something like that. So it's so hard to blame these people. Now the auntie, I kind of blame her because it's like your ass is old enough. You should have known like not to blame that little girl because she she didn't have any control over that.
Exactly.
But
That's what I'm saying. And especially now that you know she's in school and trying to get control of everything. Like you old enough to know, but then there's the people, because think about it, there's this sector of people who don't praise these soups at all, that are like MM and the boys who just don't want nothing to do with them.
yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a whole probably a third of the country. That's a today reference. Who don't get down with the soups like that.
And I think that's kind of like where they are. Like, we don't want anything to do with her, even though none of this was her fault.
I no, I get that too, but still have a conversation. Have that conversation. Like what we just had right now. Have that conversation. Like, yo, we understand it wasn't your fault, but we just don't feel safe with your ability to just kill with your blood.
But I don't want to make this a ethnic group, but how many black families actually have those conversations about black family trauma?
I'm gonna be real with you. The way things are going these days, I don't think no demographic be having these conversations because everybody crazy.
Exactly. A good, especially our people, but people are there. We're not having these conversations about these traumatic experiences. They're just not having the appropriate uh, conflict resolution, sit down and talk and healing like they're supposed to. And including Sam, which one of the things that I think either was Emma or George, somebody told him, you need to go and talk to your family. And he feels like they don't want to see
Yeah,
him. And I hate that for him as well. And I feel, and because he's had some incidents like Marie where he just ripped through things, and they're kind of might be a little afraid of him.
yeah. Everybody, all these kids, except Emma, her powers are probably the most harmless. Just depends on the circumstance. But all these kids' powers is something to be scared of.
And they don't want to be around him when he's so unstable the way that he is. And I mean,
Yeah,
that's kind of why he felt that commonality with Kate, because her parents didn't want to be around her either. So like
yeah.
he felt like understood by her, like our own family is afraid of us.
I wonder after his big crash out, I wonder if he's gonna flip sides or if is it. I wonder how it's gonna play out. I'm very curious because it's gotten complicated real fast in 3 episodes. It went from Kate being a so-called ally to being a snake still to really wanting to be an ally to feeling like she was betrayed, and Sam kind of went through those same motions, and now they're at odds with each other. So it's like if Kate becomes Cypher's like Goody Two Shoes student and gets her powers back on another level, she's probably gonna be a problem for them. You know what I'm saying? And like, but then is Sam gonna be like an enforcer for the good guys now? Is he gonna work for them now? Because he'll be a good asset to have. I saw a preview of him flying. Yeah, I don't think he flew before. I don't remember him flying. So like, is he getting new powers? And why isn't he in the damn tortured class?
He probably would take out the other students as
He
well. So
probably would.
he's not ready. This is why he needs to hang around Jordan some more. Okay, I feel like if Jordan like just becomes a good friend to him, that he will start to like see things and stop being so radical. And if Kate stopped messing with his head, he can finally like understand the truth about what's going on. I think he just needs room to just really make sense of everything. And
Yeah,
they need to just give him the room to just make sense of what's going on. Because I feel like if he's able to make up his own mind instead of people telling him how he should be and the way things are, he will be able to make the right choice based on him having calmer emotions in it. So, but yes, if he can get control over himself, he would be they gonna need him on the right side of
yeah,
history
he'd
in
be
this
an
moment.
asset. I wonder
He
if he ain't gonna get back with Emma. 'Cause I thought they were cool.
Yeah, I think they could get on the same page, but right now, Emma is right now focused
Avenging Andre,
on the
she
exactly. She right now because she's like, hey, y'all ain't doing enough right now. Emma is being Batman. All right, right now her name is Vengeance,
really
so she's focused on the one goal and one
she
goal
got a
only.
terrible power set.
Right, right now she is right. I'm out for blood, and I can't see nothing else right now unless y'all on the same page with me. But I feel like if she can come around and have a good conversation, they'll be on the same page. But right now, she's just like stuck. She's stuck in grief. And again, Jordan is now number one. They hanging up pictures. They having a whole little assembly at the Godolkin festival and things. But Jordan said, "I ain't no punk."
Like I said, he knew. Well, they knew when they were getting played. They understand the game too well because they were the teacher's pet to start with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they got, and Jordan ain't stupid at all. But I don't know if they played this just right, the way that they did it. I can see bad consequences, but at the same time, I do like that they did it.
Sure. So y'all ain't finna get me. I'm not y'all's puppet. Y'all ain't gonna. I'm not a pet. I'm not one of y'all's little henchmen or none of that. Since I'm number one, I'm gonna go ahead and speak my mind. And the thing that the rest of y'all ain't doing when y'all got to number one, because now at that point, they've realized that if you get picked for number one, you done did some dirt, or they're gonna put you in doing some kind of dirt. Like you can't be clean and unscathed and get to this position. Somebody is in your ear telling you to do something or making you do something for their own agenda. And Jordan said, "That's not who I am right now." And that's how it ended at the episode 3. So we don't know what consequences are about to happen with this because at Godolkin, no good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, I do feel like it was smart though the way that Jordan did this because you reach the highest level in the school and then you come and you do this. It's gonna be hard for them to get rid of you. It's gonna be hard for them to just to justify getting rid of you because even though Godolkin and Vought, they're all extremely dirty. They like to keep a public facade for some strange reason. They like to keep their image in a certain light. So
But there's
so,
more than one way to
oh
show
yeah, there's a lot
somebody.
of ways to screw with these kids,
Hmm. So, oh
especially
yeah, there's gonna be a consequence. There's definitely gonna be one, and I guess we're gonna find out on episode 4 what's gonna happen. Because no, Jordan, you will not walk out of this unscathed.
no.
Cipher is not one to mess with, and I'm pretty sure whatever punishment is coming is probably not just gonna affect Jordan.
Oh yeah, because Cipher don't do nothing direct, but this is like during this scene was like the one time that I saw Cipher kind of be surprised. So it's like maybe he's not reading minds because he was saw that coming.
I need to know the extent of Cypher's abilities.
Dead ass. Like what can he do, man? The anticipation of that's a story note of its own.
because I think that's really going to help us to see where this season is headed. And I think that's also going to let us know what the real plans with Odessa are once we figure out what Cypher really can do and can't do, and who's really working for him.
Or who
On
he
that
really
note.
working for.
Or yes, or who is his boss at
Yeah,
this point? Who are we working for? Because we already know, like what Nino Brown said, this is bigger than me.
hilarious.
We know this is bigger than
Telling
Cypher.
on everybody.
Exactly. We know it's a lot happening here. But very interesting. First 3 episodes, of course, a lot of the things were on the nose with like the trad wife and them talking about, being woke and all of this kind of stuff. It's very, very on the nose. But we know it's a satire, political satire as well. So
Yeah.
some things are going to be that way. But it
I
was
feel
very action packed. There was a
they
lot of blood. There was a lot of
dug
gore.
in.
They're going to give us what we expect.
They are. They did that stuff on the nose for a reason though, because people were talking trash about the last season, so they doubled down. You can tell they did it on purpose. Like they're poking the bear, and I like that, especially right now. What's going on? You need somebody to poke the bear and not get fired.
Right. And at this, the boys in Gen V are saying, well, what are you going to do about it? I mean, we already know y'all was talking mess the last time. So at this point, our show is still airing. We'll see what happens by the end of the series if they get another season 3, the way things are going, because we are now in a dystopian society over here.
Yeah,
So,
I'm tired of
we,
these dystopias,
no,
man.
no, I'm tired
Man, one after the other,
of
just
society.
shit.
Sometimes art mimics life.
I
So
know, right?
here we are. If you all have made it this far and you have not hit like and subscribe, please do so. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We have more content coming. Reviews for Highest to Lowest, The Long Walk, The Conjuring, Him panel is coming, Marvel Zombies is coming, and a whole bunch of stuff getting ready for spooky season. Wednesday live reviews. I'll be doing Reasonable Doubt as well. So make sure y'all stay tuned, cut on that notification bell. So when we upload new videos, when we are live, you will all be there. And we will see y'all in the next one.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear. No, I can't help but to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you. What a beautiful wedding. What a
Thank you.
beautiful wedding.
Thank you.
Bridesmaid to a waiter. But what a shame. What a shame. The poor groom's bride is
Thank you.
a whore.
Thank you.
I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of?
Thank you.
Closing a goddamn door. No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in. Haven't you people ever heard of?
Thank you.
Closing